Hey everyone, welcome to Mid-Thought Crisis. Born on our commute home and perfected in absolutely no way whatsoever. Let's see where this one goes. Joking. What in the world?
This was last August.
Ow!
He was in a bar fight, right? A year
What
before.
the heck?
He's like, oh, I got stabbed. And he went into the ER and they stitched him up. Nobody knew that the actual knife blade was in his chest the whole time.
My gosh. What's up, buddy? Cheers.
Hello, Chris. Cheers to you.
How are you, buddy?
Good.
You're like, hello, Chris.
Hello out there.
Hello. Did AI get you already?
Hello. They did.
Did AI became self-aware and took over?
They did. They
Eric's
got me.
gone.
I gave myself willingly.
Get them.
Get them.
Get them.
Happy Friday night from Pennsylvania.
Indeed. Happy Friday.
We are partying.
Did you have a tree lighting tonight? Did they have a tree lighting in your town?
We did.
Yeah?
I did not.
Did you go?
I did not attend.
Why not?
Blasphemy. Well, you know, as I've
Do you
told you
hate
before,
the holidays?
Friday nights are tough.
Do
They're
you
tough
hate the
for the
holidays?
No,
Do you hate Christmas?
I love Christmas.
I mean, if you loved Christmas, it sounds like you would have been at the tree
Well,
lighting.
they're kids and stuff. If they went there, they would love it for like 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
That'd be the best 9 minutes.
And
of the
then
week.
after that, just completely lose their minds.
I know what you're saying.
That's it.
More.
They turn into zombies, man. Friday nights. I don't know what it is. We're cursed.
What was that word you used to describe them?
Zombies?
Werewolves. You said werewolves.
Oh, yes.
When you texted me
Werewolves.
earlier.
That's like what was that zombie show? That movie?
Walking Dead.
No, the stupid one.
The stupid one.
The movie series. Werewolves versus zombies.
Huh.
With the girl.
Twilight?
Yes.
Twilight?
Yes, Twilight.
The stupid one. Hey, are you have you seen all those?
It's
Have you seen them all?
werewolves versus zombies.
Was he were they technically I don't
What?
You said like 4 things that were wrong.
Which
Number
ones?
one, it wasn't zombies, it was vampires.
Yes.
Number 2, I'm
Good
not
point.
sure if they were werewolves. Counterpoint.
What was Jacob? I remember Jacob.
There you go.
Taylor Lautner. So
Yeah.
dreamy.
The muscles on that guy.
He was a werewolf, right?
I don't know if they're werewolves.
I think they are.
I feel like somebody's gonna come to your door with pitchforks for getting that wrong.
At least
if
somebody's watching. If somebody's watching,
Yes. Eric's like,
come
"I'll
to the
take
door.
it."
Come to the door. Hey, we're here to kill you for what you said on the Mid-Thought Crisis podcast.
Fantastic.
What? That went platinum?
More than our wives watched?
Yeah.
He's in Hagerstown, for the record. He's in Hagerstown.
Yes.
Not the aforementioned town that shall
them.
not be named. Get them.
Okay,
Werewolf?
so
Number 1, he's not a werewolf. Number 2, he's not a
Yeah.
zombie.
yeah, what are the other 2? You said 4.
You said 4. I did say 4 lies.
And only 1 has been proven. They definitely were not zombies. Okay,
Not zombies. That's out.
but you got there. Like you guessed it. That's how good.
I knew what you were talking about.
That's how good we are. Yeah.
That's how good we are. Platinum.
Mm-hmm. I saw a few of them. I don't know if it was all of them, but
Yeah.
they were okay. I mean, back then the special effects were really good. Like, I thought once you get past like this is a chick flick love scene,
Yeah.
I actually thought they were pretty good. The movies were. I did not read the books. Okay.
Tell you
But
what I didn't.
doing
Tell you
that.
what I didn't have on my bingo card tonight was that we would end up starting off our conversation talking about Twilight. I didn't have
Well,
that. I didn't have that.
You never know.
You never know. You
Our
never
bingo
know.
card
on the
our bingo
Mid-Thought
card.
Crisis.
Our bingo card would be really bad.
I mean, especially at the early stages, you're just kind of weeding through, and by the time this comes out, we'll probably have a couple of these recorded. But
Do you know what I feel like this is?
what do you feel like this is?
Do you remember the
A
Michael
phone call between friends.
That as well. We can see
No,
each other,
I know exactly where you're going,
right?
and
The
I love this so
improvisation.
much. Yes. Sometimes I just start talking and
Yeah,
I don't even know where I'm gonna
yeah.
go.
It's like
That's
a
exactly
improv
right.
conversation,
It really
an
is.
improvisation.
Improvisation. And he gets up there and he just stands there and doesn't say anything.
Like this little tiny TV in the
Yes.
corner.
Yes.
We have one of those
You
here,
do. I helped you set that up, didn't I?
but it was for kids. Like, I feel it's okay if it's for kids who don't know any better.
I know what you're saying.
But I will say that was maybe the least used TV in the history of mankind. I
Is that the
mean,
one that we, like, took
yes,
apart and we didn't need to
we
take
did.
apart?
We did. It took us like 3 hours and 42 beers to put together
Each.
one little tiny TV.
This thing was maybe
Yeah.
this thing was a micro. I mean, it was a micro. It was a micro
We
TV.
probably could have put it
A
up with a
micro TV.
ha. We listen, look,
Look,
look. We could have put it up with a command hook.
easily. It's like one of those strips, those, yeah, command strips.
Yeah, one of those.
It would have stayed. It would have been
Yeah.
fine.
It's still up there.
Is it really?
Meanwhile, on the other wall, Birdie has like a 58-inch TV.
Of course
So
he does.
guess what one he uses?
The 7-inch one.
7-inch. That's not like Hitler's micro penis.
And if you're wondering
Oh,
where the heck that came from, go
you have
back and
to
listen to our last episode.
you have to listen to the last one. But I do have an
Yeah.
update on that.
You was it debunked? Did you just give us fake news last time?
No, it's even better.
Oh, fantastic.
It's not my news article to share. Okay.
Okay. This is
a
bonus material.
this is a
for
freebie.
free. This is free. You don't
You
need
don't-
a Patreon for this.
you don't
one.
need to be a platinum member. But they also said that Jeffrey Epstein had the same condition. So it's either a coincidence that two megalomaniac, narcissistic, crazy people, or a complete lie. I don't know. But
Or they're just
That-
picking all the worst people in history and going,
Something to
you've
think
got a
about."
micro and you've got a micro.
I don't know, like think about it. Jeffrey Epstein's his crime was like having too much sex with too many people. I mean, can you pull that off with a micro penis? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Two very different crimes. Okay.
His crime was going after little kids. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Having too much sex with the wrong people. But I mean, Hitler gassed like 7 million people. I mean, that's
everyone dies.
two very different.
Oh, I see where you're going.
conditions.
Yeah. I see where you're going with that.
So I don't know.
Hitler seems a little bit more believable, and yet we would have more data on Jeff.
So I actually,
Uh,
there was a series on
That
Netflix.
piece of garbage.
Now, this always comes back to Netflix, but anyways,
It does.
there was a series on Netflix about Epstein, about his
I
like,
saw that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So do you remember the initial grand jury testimony where they asked him like, oh, I mean, I don't know. At that point, I felt like they were just trolling him. It was stupid, but they asked him about his phallic representation, right?
Mhm.
And he just kind of snickered. But it was thought all the way back then. So I don't know. Believe that
yeah,
what you will.
The amount of rage I get when I think about that piece of human garbage is yeah.
So let me ask.
That quiets me down pretty quick.
Let me ask you while we're on the topic. Again, not on our bingo card at all. But the Epstein files were just released, right?
Boy.
So we have what they initially told us. And by they, I mean like Netflix documentary, all that stuff. And then like he committed suicide, allegedly, all that stuff. And then Virginia Guffrey, whatever, wrote her book,
Yep.
killed herself, right? And now all the files are released, right? So we're
Mhm.
supposed to have the full picture.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So my question to you is, so thinking as like what they've come out with now, what they've released now.
Have they released this most recent tranche of information?
They have. I haven't seen any of it, but they've
haven't seen it
allegedly
yet either.
released it.
There was the order given to release it. I haven't seen yeah,
Right.
it made it through, all the political
So,
arms.
I mean, Prince Andrew, he's pretty screwed. According
Yeah, he's toast.
allegedly, all
Yes.
right, what we see in the
Don't
news,
sue us, yeah.
Andrew, don't come after me. You're the one
You're the
doing
one
all that
off.
stuff. Um, like
It's horrible.
he was clearly like, but was he the scapegoat? I mean, or was he? I mean, definitely he deserved
One
it,
of
but
them.
he was one of them. But it kind of stopped with him, right? Like they didn't get any big
The
fish, right?
the public figures, yeah, I mean, there's been others of them that have, like, kind of weaved their way in and out of the public, I think,
Hmm.
right? Yeah, there's a bunch of names that have been, talked about in conjunction, with him, but as far as, like, actual consequences being
Nothing.
carried out, yeah, there hasn't really been, and I think that's the challenge of, court system and all that other nonsense is, you're innocent until proven guilty, but yeah, I think at this point, I think, the world probably wants to see some heads roll, with the amount of,
Yes, they
and
do.
just a bit more. I think from what I'm gathering, and the people that I listen to and the folks that I talk to, like, I don't know about you, but I've got friends from all over the map, whether it be left, right, and everywhere in between. Um, and I think the thing that folks are just really pissed off about is the lack of transparency, right? From either political party. Like, it just like it seems like there's a lot of
Yeah.
just it seems like it's just this, ball they keep moving forward to use as a political football that they toss back and forth, like, depending on who's in office. And I think folks are just getting pissed off about it. But yeah, I would concur, with your
I
sentiment
concur.
that I concur,
Copy
that
that.
that he definitely seems like he's the only one that's really, wound up, uh, facing any sort of, consequences.
Yeah, I mean, people want a lot of people want, for better or worse,
Yeah, I
something to
mean,
happen.
I think the world knows that, or our country knows that, politicians are sleazeballs, right? And it's kind of like a known fact. But
Yeah.
I think that thing that tips a lot of folks over the edge is when, kids are being harmed in the worst possible way, right? And I think that's definitely, I think, I don't know about you, but in my circles, it's kind of brought, folks together. Like, no, that's kind of where we draw the line. Um, we can take corruption, we can take all these other things, but when you're talking about kids being harmed in the worst possible way, like, it stirs up something in me and most of the people that like normal people that we all run into on a day-to-day basis that aren't pieces of garbage. Like,
Mhm.
it stirs something up in us that just, I think, has brought, folks together and say, "All right, out with it. We want to know which one of you pieces of are doing stuff." You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah, but
yeah,
I feel like from the beginning with Epstein, it was like there was this weird acknowledgement of, okay, he's a slime bag, but we're gonna just skip
yeah,
over him, and who else can we
yeah,
get, right? Like,
yeah,
who else can we snare in this trap? And that's what's really weird because it was like the attention went off of him so quick. It was like before he suffered any consequences or anything happened to him, it was just like who else was involved? Like that was other than holding him accountable, that seemed like being the main focus. Um, but I don't know. I guess we'll never know. What do you think?
yeah.
Do you think?
Boy,
Here you go, Chris, putting you on the spot.
on the spot.
Did he really kill himself in that jail cell? Na, 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 na,
Not,
na, na.
I think there's a lot
You
of.
can plead the fifth. Don't
I'm going to plead
self-incriminate.
the fifth.
I
Yeah.
don't wanna see a red dot on your forehead.
No, get down.
They're there. Chris? Chris? I mean, they
No, there's so much that, like,
lots of
it's all
questions,
like,
right?
what do I think versus what can be proven, right? You have got a bunch of circumstantial things over here that would have to be played out in just the right way
Yeah.
in order for, that to be not true from what I'm seeing.
And you're only seeing what they want, what they're letting you see.
data can be manipulated,
Yeah,
right? But there's so much over here that, could suggest that there
right.
was, some other crap at play that, like, from the video being turned off and the cop had to fall asleep and this had to happen, that had to happen, that had to happen in order for, him to not have, killed himself. So
And just think, here's
it's
the way I look at
really
it.
tough.
Yeah, anytime you're talking about that kind of scenario, you're going with the best picture that they could come up with, right?
Mhm.
Like, you're going
Yeah.
with the best scenario that they could give you. So
Mm.
even including the best scenario that they could give you,
It smells
there's
horrible.
it kind of stinks. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it
a
stinks.
lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
nose curling at that, right?
Yeah, you're
Like,
like, and again, for the record, my opinions are my own. They don't represent the, Department of War, Department of the Army, Department of the Navy,
they
whoever
don't
else.
represent mid-thought crisis at all.
Wait, my thoughts don't represent mid-thought crisis, so you said?
They'll sue us.
No. That's Eric Kelly at I'll add it
Yeah,
out your
I
I
don't
didn't
know,
mean to put
man.
your last name on there. No, I can put your that's fine.
Nobody knew it till
It's
now.
fine. It's fine. I just outed you.
My last name is a great Irish tradition, um,
Mm.
spelled with the second E the real way.
I do like how you spell your last name.
It's the
That's
real way.
it's the real way.
The only better way, like, I've seen a few renditions of O'Kelly, like O apostrophe Kelly,
O'Shaughnessy?
and that would be badass, but
Mm.
I'm only
You
like
should change it.
I'm only like
You
11%
should change it.
Irish,
Okay.
11% Irish,
I know what you're
which is
saying.
way more than Elizabeth Warren is Indian, I can tell you that.
Can you say that?
That's proven, that's in the courts.
What's her percentage?
Like
Uh,
0.04.
And it's Native
Basically
American, thank you.
basically like the rest of us, right?
That is according to who?
She took tests. She released her own test and made herself look stupid. Like,
Mm.
she took a DNA test and said, "Here it is," and everyone was like, "Ah, you're like 0.6% Native American," right? So, anyways, I've got some,
Okay, this is this is according to hang
yep.
on, keep talking.
Uh, well, Trump called her out on it,
Yeah, I know that.
which is
I
funny
think
because it was her
this
dare.
is this is like Google AI overview, all that stuff. A DNA test Elizabeth Warren took in 2018 indicated she has a Native American ancestor likely between 6 and 10 generations ago, which translates to being 1/64th and 1/1024th Native American.
Which is essentially any of us, right? Like,
And it's typically never a good story. It's probably
yeah,
not. It's probably not something. It's probably like like a story that you'd go, oh man, I feel for.
but
I
she
mean, it
claimed
could be great, but
she
it's
pretended to be, what, Cherokee or something?
yes, Cherokee.
And she got into Harvard based off of a Cherokee grant
Hmm.
something.
Really,
Yeah, I mean,
but it came out okay.
she lived her whole life based off of being Cherokee. And she got into college off of, like, a free ride because they had to have, like, 2 Cherokees out of a million people. Um, that's crazy, dude. Could you imagine?
Yeah, like it's really pretty interesting to see. Like, so if you just scroll, like, I put in my search, and just this is just to show you like how truly skewed multiple perspectives are,
Why
right?
don't
Like
you
you've
share your
got
screen? Let's let the
no
audience
no
see it.
no 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 no. I just want to read it, or I just want like I don't.
I know what you're
That's a lot.
saying.
That's
I
a
know
lot
what
of
you're saying.
work.
You don't want us to see all
Yeah,
your
so
open tabs.
I don't have anything. No, actually, this it's just my news stuff. I had to think about it. I was like, oh, okay. I'm just kidding.
OnlyFans,
I,
get out, get out.
I'm boring. You know better than that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got some. NPR seems they're saying that she released the results of DNA tests. There's strong evidence of Native American ancestry dating back 6 to 10 generations.
Yeah, that's not like,
Right. And
that's
so
not much.
and then you've got this other, was it Axios, that are saying, that have, like, their headline is more than 200 Native Americans urge Elizabeth Warren to sign a letter asking Elizabeth Warren to fully retract her claims of Native American ancestry. Um, factcheck.org. I don't know most of these things, but like they're saying that um, Elizabeth Warren released the results of a genetic test showing that she has a small but detectable amount of Native American DNA.
Any of us, man. You
Yeah,
probably would.
I do. Yeah, my mom's side, there's some. But but you're saying that that was like a massive part of her identity, would you say?
Yes.
Okay.
She claimed to be majority Cherokee or whatever.
Hmm,
She
interesting.
went into Harvard on a free ride or scholarship or grant or whatever you call it. Um, based when she filled out her application, she actually checked a box for Native American and wrote in
Interesting.
Cherokee. Yeah, like crazy stuff. Dude, think about it. 8 to 10 generations.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I can think of, I mean, my great grandfather fought in World War II, and that's only 3 generations.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's 10 generations is a heck of a long time ago, dude. That's crazy.
It is so interesting, all these
50
different.
50 years is one generation, right? Or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
30 or something.
Yeah.
Think about it, 300 years ago, that's the 1700s.
Yeah.
That's a
I
football
mean,
score.
it's a football score. Yeah, I mean, we all probably have, uh, you know,
That's
some
crazy.
pretty interesting stuff when you go back that far. I mean, I
Yeah,
have,
dude.
on one side of my family, there's, some pretty, I'll use the words of, BBC, evidence to to suggest that
Yeah.
I've got, 2 of my
She
great,
played
great,
that.
great, great uncles are John Adams and John Quincy Adams, right? Um,
Me too.
you too?
Wouldn't that be wild? I mean, there were only like 600 people alive back then.
Right, yeah, yeah, and they're all, yeah, that's true.
So yeah,
But yeah,
that's crazy.
that's pretty wild that that was
So,
such, like, a huge part of, I mean, it's one thing to be like, "Hey, I really, like, love these people, and I really, like,
yeah,
admire them." That's, like, a different story than, like,
pretending
I
to be
think,
one.
yeah, or at least
Yeah,
putting more emphasis, or at least projecting that you are something that you're, more than
yeah,
likely not,
dude, that's
eh
crazy.
yeah, and I'd be curious to talk to some folks, from that tribe that, you know, that she claimed to have such a close connection with,
We'll
and
try to have
see,
them on the show.
let's do it.
If you're listening, Cherokee Nation, call in.
I finally, not finally, I'm starting to slowly, and this will all be already, by the time this episode, comes out, it'll be long on our page, but I put, like, our logo and stuff on our social profiles and stuff.
Wait,
And I don't know about you,
how
but
many followers do we have?
our wives, I think that's it.
So 4 total.
Wives, my daughter,
Ooh,
my brother, yeah, my brother's on there. So like 6. Yeah, we're cranking, buddy.
that's awesome.
But we haven't really pushed. We haven't really,
We
like,
haven't pushed.
I haven't shared it on my,
Yeah.
like, personal stuff yet. I'm kind
No,
of
we
wanting
can't
to,
do
like,
that. That's
I
embarrassing.
I wanted to, like, strategically,
Yeah,
move that forward a little bit.
yeah.
So,
So before we get off the concept of Indians,
Native
um,
Americans, Eric.
s- well, something I learned the other day, which I didn't
What
know.
did you? Oh boy,
All right, why?
is this gonna get us in trouble?
No way. This is factual. Everything I say is like you can look it up. It's
No,
factual.
no, no. I think the whole draw is that we're talking out of our rear ends,
Well, yeah, but it's based off of knowledge. Like
based off of knowledge.
yes.
I know you're an
So
important person, but
so why? so Native Americans, Indians, right? Like, why were they initially called Indians? Where did we get that misnomer, if you will, of Indians?
I've always heard it was Columbus.
Yeah, tell me more. You're going right where I want you to go.
But you're about to tell me that that's not
I'm
true.
gonna snare you in a trap like I always do.
Is that what happened however many years ago? How many years has it been?
What happened with Columbus? What do you think?
He was trying to sail over to the country of India to
Mhm.
engage in trade, but instead he um, sailed to where did he land first? It was at the Caribbean. Could be talking about it.
Yeah, Bahamas. Yep.
Yeah. So he landed in the Caribbean and went, "Hey, where's all the silk?" Right. I remember hearing about this, and there was some other reason as to why they were then referred to in that way.
All
Right.
right.
What was it?
So when
What
Columbus
was
was
it?
sailing, Columbus sailed the ocean blue
The
in.
ocean 1492.
Yes.
I'm so
All
proud
right.
of you, Eric.
So whatever you just heard, which is what I always thought, is complete bullstein.
Bullstein. I like that.
India never existed back in 1492. It wasn't even a country
Huh.
until
Huh.
1947. So, um, yeah, they were called Indians because of a different reason. I'm not I wasn't planning to do this. Okay, so this is completely
Not
off the
planning it.
cuff, but
Holy. Yeah, you're
I
right.
did
There was
Columbus.
no single country named India in 1492. The term was not widely used at the time, and the region was politically fragmented, ruled by various dynasties. The subcontinent was known by different names, such as Hindustan to the Persians and the Arabs. It was also known as Marat by its own people. The name
So,
India was used by Europeans to refer to the broader Asian continent.
mhm.
Is that where you're going?
So Columbus called the indigenous peoples of the Americas Indians because he
Ah,
mistakenly believed he had reached the East Indies.
that's what I remember hearing.
And he referred to the inhabitants as Indios, which
Hmm.
he was Spanish. Columbus was Spanish,
Right.
which was the Spanish word for Indians based off the geographical error. So
I know what you're saying.
it had nothing to do with the country of India.
Interesting.
So
Huh.
thank you for proving my point. I also was mistaught in this American public system. S-
Interesting.
Um, so yeah, you can learn
Huh.
things here on the Mid Thought Crisis podcast.
But
We
I
are
will
a
say
we are a wealth of knowledge.
I will say that we are far from experts in anything and that you should always do
Double
your own
check your
research.
sources.
Do your own research and don't believe us. I hope that you do not come to us for your, political prowess
Never.
or anything like that. But I
But
do
you
hope
will learn some
that you,
historical things.
yeah, I do hope that
Like
you find
Hitler.
yourself.
Hitler Hitler's penis.
I do hope that you find yourself similar to how we started possibly engaging in a podcast on your commute, enjoying a conversation between two knucklehead friends
And you will learn things.
that you were you could potentially go, I don't think they're telling me the truth, but I'm going to find out.
No Indians.
I think they're talking out of their rear end, but
No
let's confirm
India.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Confirm
is
that.
interesting. Confirm that. I'm gonna go do some research.
Fact checked. All
Don't
right.
believe me.
What do
Don't
you
believe
have for
Eric.
what do you have for current events, Chris?
Current events, a little bit of news and a whole lot of nonsense.
Yes. I love it.
I think is what we will probably call this segment. Maybe. Um, it's about a death. Unfortunately, it's about something that it's about something that recently died, and
Okay.
unfortunately,
Was it a hornet?
no, the American penny died.
Oh,
Um, on what was it? This was published November 12th. So it died on the previous Wednesday in Philadelphia after 232 years in mint.
hmm.
Um, yeah, so the final pennies were minted. This according to this article on November 12th. And where is this? New York Times. Final
That's not
penny.
fake news.
was minted on Wednesday afternoon in Philadelphia. Top Treasury officials were on hand for its final journey. No last words were recorded. Last words? What the heck? In its heyday, the penny
God
had
bless
immense
you, Penny.
cultural impact. It was the going rate for thoughts. It was a symbol of frugality, saved and or earned. It could sometimes be pretty and other times arrive from heaven. And how many ideas would have never come to light without a penny dropping? So the one thing I did also hear is that uh, there are some pennies out there that are worth a ton of money,
Yes.
and they're auctioning off like these most recent ones that are minted. But there's a ton of other pennies that are worth. I didn't even know this world existed. Right? There's like I looked up this what is this site Bullion Shark, and this site has like all these different pennies that are you know 1900 something 1914. Yeah, this 1914 S Lincoln penny is going for $330,000. This let's see 1944 penny going D Lincoln penny on a zinc coated steel planchette, whatever the heck that means, going for a lot of money. Is that 1.7? Is that a million? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there have been some really expensive pennies on the market.
I didn't even I
I
had
know this
because the world
because of Pawn Stars.
oh, I
Not
it
porn
pays
stars, Pawn Stars.
it pays to you've always said that you've said that you want to watch more movies, so I'm kind of it's kind of cool that you're, bringing up a TV show.
Thank you.
Yeah. So unfortunately there's been of the death, but fortunately it is only of the penny.
So
Yeah.
what is your thought on that? Like, are you glad they're done with pennies, or would you want to keep them?
I mean, if they don't serve a purpose anymore and you can't really buy anything with penny, I do have some like, some pretty foundational memories of I grew up in like pretty small town. And so growing up in a small town, like I was able to and in the, what was that, the 90s or whatever,
I know
I
what
was
you're
able to
saying.
ride I was able to ride my bike everywhere, right?
Ooh,
And I don't know about you, but I
yes.
used to love riding my bike to the there was a drugstore that was, a couple blocks away. And I would ride my bike down to the drugstore and I would go in there with like a quarter and a few pennies and a dime and I would just get like they used to have like these, jars of penny candy on the back wall. And I used to love going in there and just, loading up. And my parents had no idea where I was from the hours of like
That's
7 in the morning until the streetlights came on.
great.
And it was just yeah, it was a great way to grow up. So yeah, I don't know about you. Did you were you able to like did you have some freedom growing up or were you
A
stuck in your house?
little bit of freedom, but
Little
I,
bit.
I will say that like pennies back then were worth a lot more than they are now.
100%, yeah.
I read recently. Do you know how much it costs to make a 1 cent penny?
A heck of a lot more than it's worth.
It's like 3.5 cents per penny. So it's like three times more to make it. And then a lot of them get lost and stuff. So I guess that's
Yeah,
even more lost.
right?
Personally, I'm for it. I would rather not have pennies. They don't do any good for me at all.
Yeah. They're like
Um,
stuck in my car like
what
they'll like
even
that
takes
like
like let's brainstorm.
brainstorm. I'm
What
here for
even
this.
what even takes a penny other than the coin counter at Walmart or your bank or whatever? Like, what can you give a penny to? Because I know most places of business, they will have a sign up that says small change not accepted. You have to have like quarters or above, right?
Huh.
So
What establishments would you say are doing that?
pretty much all of them. Like, I don't know where
Really?
I don't know where I can give a penny to. I mean, I guess if I went to Walmart with a bunch of pennies or
Yeah.
something, like parking meters, you can't put a penny in.
No, not at all. And that would be like
Any
the
kind of
smaller amounts
automated, like I'm talking about automated stuff. Like if you go to a bank or something, they'll take it. But
or like a bigger store like that. But the only occasion that you would even be, in the market to use a penny, you're not really gonna use it. You're not gonna use it to go buy a soda at a soda fountain or like a candy bar at and they're not going to take it, right? And most of those things, you can swipe your debit card and yeah,
Yeah, like, seriously, the only things I think I've done with my pennies over the last 5 years is put them in the coin counter and get actual cash out of it.
yeah. How many do you think you've thrown away, like any pennies that are worth like a crap ton of money?
Not on purpose.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, how many pennies do you think I've like over the years you just kind of cashed off that
I
are
don't think any. I like, they're pretty rare, like, they're super rare.
aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, the reason they're worth so
This
much.
list is massive.
Yeah, but they were defects, like, they came out of the mint,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, crap." They're like 6 pennies with Abraham Lincoln's left ear missing, right? Like,
Right.
I mean, they weren't
Oh,
in
that's
wide
too soon.
circulation.
That's too soon.
Not too
So
soon, that was like 300
it
years ago.
it's like an aftershot. Oh my gosh.
Um, I don't know,
Uh,
man. I say
assassination jokes, we got
I say
micro.
I say do it. Get rid of the pennies.
Get
Screw
rid of the
it.
pennies.
Yep.
Forget the pennies.
But what do we
Just
do? Do we round up or round down or what?
what do you mean?
Like, what do we do with the pennies we have? We can still spend them, right?
You'll look for one of these rare ones to see if you can make anything.
Okay, you're still stuck on the rare ones. Keep looking, Chris.
Keep looking
Yeah,
for the 4 pennies I have to my name right now.
yeah. I mean, the kids have their little piggy banks, and
What am
I
I
don't
gonna
know.
do with them? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, no, I'm saying, like, are they still? They're not being made anymore, but they're still accepted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
For those
Yeah, you
people
can
who
still
accept them,
cash is cash.
you can go to 7-Eleven. Well, listen, the cash thing. All right, here's a new topic. Okay,
Look, look.
so Congress introduced a bill
Oh
like
boy.
6 months ago. It didn't go anywhere. It was probably
Is this
it was probably Republicans, right? But
is
they
this a
s-
social currency one?
they said the bill is because they didn't like. Well, a lot of people don't like the fact that you can't spend cash at establishments, right? Like, they're trying to bleed us dry of our actual money and put us on the digital currency so they can bankrupt us all and crash the markets, right? Like, that's the theory. That's not my theory. That's a theory.
And manipulate the world and have more
Yes.
control over people
So
and
I think it was the Republicans. They put a bill out like 6 months ago. It didn't go anywhere, but it was pretty interesting. It said that any establishment that accepts any form of payment has to accept cash,
hmm,
right?
interesting.
So like when you go to the Baltimore Orioles, Oriole Park at Camden Yards,
No
right?
cash.
And you got the beer guy coming around,
No cash.
right? And he's like,
He
no
took your
cash.
cash. He took your cash.
Theoretically, theoretically, right? He says no cash. Like, this bill is saying,
Yeah,
if we
have
are
to.
if that's a legal form of tender, any business has to take
Mhm.
that. What is your
Yeah.
thought on that? Like, is that a slippery slope? Is the government going beyond? Like, should the business be able to say, we're going to take whatever we want, whether it's credit or debit or cash or nothing, whatever? Because if you actually look at a bill, whether it's a $1, $5, $10,
Mhm.
whatever, it says this is legal tender for any
Right.
debts,
Right.
right? So is it is it up to the establishment to say we're not taking that?
These are good questions. I think I am kind of torn here, right? Because I'm kind of
And remember, this all started and came about from COVID. COVID was when it first started of we're not taking cash because it has little virus things in it.
right, right, right. That you can't catch. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, um, here's the challenging part. Like, I've got a couple different competing views, right? Like, on the one side, I don't want the government trying to tell. Like, I'm a little bit more like, hey, let's decentralize the thing. Like, smaller government, blah blah blah. And so, like, having the government say that like tell a business how they conduct their business is kind of like, meh. On the other side, like, I'm kind of leery of, everything going to a digital currency. That just terrifies the heck out of me. Based on, just what we've seen in other parts of the world where they are using that as like a social currency, right? So like you so much as, you, are out at a restaurant, you have too much to drink, then they can, take your social currency and, bring it down a little bit
Mhm.
in other parts of the world, right? And I think that's just like kind of a pretty terrifying
Like
thought.
China, like
Yeah,
China.
I didn't want to call anybody out, but maybe, yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's China.
So like I'm very much against, having a, digital currency as well. That's a tough one.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't like seriously, I the background is COVID.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah, yeah.
COVID, everybody took cash,
Yeah.
and
And it was like
since COVID, everybody's kinda gone contactless.
yeah.
Um,
Sure. I mean if your thought process is like, hey, this, if I take this, I'm going to get some crazy thing that's going to kill me, then whatever, but then you are also like when you're taking away the rights of the people because you have some perceived view of something being dangerous, like that's you're also kind of on a slippery slope as well.
yeah. Ugh. I mean, I don't know, I don't have an answer either. I think it's tough because you could always say, well, if an establishment doesn't take your cash and you want
Yeah.
to pay cash, you don't have to go to that establishment. You can go down the street, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to go there. At the same time, that establishment is really narrowing what you can do with legal tender. So if they're saying you need to pay for your meal, right? And you have your meal's $30 and you have $30 cash,
Yeah.
which says on it on the back of the United States
Legal
Treasury,
tender. Yeah.
right? Like how can they say no to I don't know. I thought it was a cool thing to bring to the floor at least.
Yeah. It's a good
Um
thought exercise for sure.
I
Like
never heard anything come out of that. I don't know what happened to it.
I would love to research that and get back to you as people
Right.
in my world say.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna yeah.
I have that for action. I'm
You're
gonna
gonna put
go
a
and
thumbtack on that and
I'm
then
gonna put a pin in that, and
yeah,
we'll come
get
back
back
to
to
it.
it later.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
vomit at just the sound of the words that just came out of my mouth. But
I mean, I don't know. I could see both ways.
yeah,
Personally, as a consumer, I would
I want the
say,
option, man. I
yeah,
want the
if I
option.
have cash in hand and I'm willing to pay for it,
Cash.
um, but also, I mean, typically, let's face it, we have a card in our hand, right?
Yeah.
So it's not really
If I
a
have
big,
cash, like yeah,
it's not a huge inconvenience for us, but at the same time, it could be like it's a slippery slope because
it really is.
if all of the and again, I don't know how it would ever get to this, but if all of the sellers of the stuff are
Hmm.
binding together and they're gonna decide on one thing, then we want to be able to buy anything. But I mean a free market. I
Yeah.
believe in a free market, right? Like
Yes.
above all, you should have a free market. So if you have a Sheets down the road and you have a Rudders down the road, and one of them takes
Yeah.
cash and one of them doesn't, and I really want to spend cash, I'll go to the one I want to do. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The thing that one of the things that you just said, it stuck out to me, and it's like when all those things band together, I think is where you run into some massive issues. And um I've listened to so many folks recently talk about how um that everything, like so many of our businesses and our our organizations and like all these different things have all become very centralized, right? And
Yeah, everything has.
there's a massive need for decentralization, right? To give to give people more of a choice, more of options, instead of like, hey, there's four companies that are running the entire country. Like maybe let's not do that.
Right.
There's only three options for who you can pick for I'm drawing a major brain fart, but like there's 3 or 4 options for this particular field. There's 3 or 4 options for this particular field when there used to be like 20, right? Um, I don't know. Name a commodity or name like a
But is that the function of free market, or is that the function of regulation, like government?
regulation. It's regulation. It's a hundred
Yeah,
percent regulation.
then that's not good.
Not good at all.
No,
Nope. Not doing that.
we're not doing that.
Yeah,
So,
so
yeah,
many people who are a lot smarter than me have articulated that a heck of a
yeah.
lot better. Um,
You don't
but
want, because the problem is, like, the government will choose winners and losers, and they'll they'll implement that based off of regulation, right? So
right. Yep.
they'll they'll put the chains on the ones that they don't want to succeed in order to choose the winners.
It ends up being like a self-licking ice cream cone. It's like mutually beneficial for, the people who are making those regulations to like, they're kind of in bed with all these different companies over here and, it
Mhm.
just ends up only benefiting a few. And guess who's getting screwed over? Um,
Us.
it's mid-thought Eric and mid-thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, man.
Alright. Yep.
Sweet.
Alright, so do you wanna know my news story of the day?
Is it sad or is it happy? Is it somewhere in the middle? Is it just
It's crazy. It's crazy.
whew, we got crazy, crazier than Hitler,
About the same.
crazier than Hitler's unit?
About the same unit.
Let's go. Come on.
Alright, so there was this guy, I forget where he lived, but, he started complaining of,
No.
boob pain, right? Like, not chest pain. You know where I'm going with this? Have you heard this? Not
No.
chest pain, but boob pain, like, his nipple.
His nipple hurts.
It was, all,
Like
broken
hard?
open. It was like it was, oozing and pussy and stuff,
Ugh.
right? And it started to smell really
Oh
bad.
no.
Hey,
Again, not on
hey,
my bingo card.
how how is the, chat thing gonna frame this one? Oozing nipple?
I don't know. I'm
I
really
hope.
I'm really curious.
Anyways, he's like, "Oh, my nipple really hurts," right? And so he went to the doctor.
Where is this dude located?
I forget. I'll
The
pull it up,
US or
but,
no?
ish? US-ish? I don't know. Anyways, he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, that's kinda weird," and they give him this X-ray, and here's what they find in the X-ray. I'm gonna share my screen. Ready?
Am I gonna puke?
Nah, the X-ray's good.
PG-13?
Just PG.
Oh, nice. All right. It's like a worm.
He had a knife in his chest for 8 years.
You're joking. What
Th
in the
This
world?
was, last August it was published.
How?
So, he was in a bar fight, right, like, a year
What the
before,
heck?
and he's like, "Oh, I got stabbed," and he went into the ER or whatever, and they stitched him up. Nobody knew that the actual knife blade was in his chest the whole time.
My gosh. So that's
Yeah.
it just went all the way through?
It's, Tanzania, so
Oh my
not
gosh.
not the United States.
Scroll back. Who is this? Who wrote this story? Who is this according to?
Um, KBTX.
KBTX. All right,
Uh,
cool.
so it's, out of Texas.
Tanzania.
It happened in
Golly.
Tanzania. Alright, doctors say a man was living with a knife blade embedded in his chest unknowingly for nearly a decade.
Holy crap.
The 44-year-old man was seeking medical care for pus leaking just below one of his nipples. Doctors said the patient, who did not want to be identified, wonder why,
No kidding.
told them he wasn't experiencing any chest pain or any difficulty breathing, but he was dealing with an area on his chest that seemed infected for a week and a half.
So it's 5 years you said?
That said nearly a decade.
A decade. Holy.
So he lived with a knife blade in his chest for a decade before it finally got
It didn't
infected.
get infected before that?
Nope. I mean,
Where was he? Was that like it
they
couldn't have been
sued
here? Like that's your
they
heart, right? It had to be over here.
Well, which nipple? Probably the right nipple. Um,
Yeah, like my right, your left.
no,
So this one,
just the
heart
right.
over here,
Yeah,
it goes in the heart and you're done, right? You go over
just the right.
here, I mean,
Yeah.
you're still gonna miss a ton of organs, but
He received
oh,
he received
yeah,
treatment
under
for his
mm.
stab wound after visiting the general team at the Mumbai National Hospital.
So how I picture this, he goes in there, goes, "Hey, I was just in a brawl. I got stabbed." And they're
Yep,
like, "Cool, buddy." They
yep,
sew him shut.
yep,
They put him down, they put him under,
probably.
sew him shut.
Yep,
He walks out thinking he's good to go,
yep.
and then
10 years later.
years later, he's like, "I have pus. How do I have pus?" Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Holy crap. That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
Could you imagine? Oh my
That's crazy, dude. But even then, he wasn't experiencing, like, any symptoms other than that.
no? Is this dude still alive, do we think?
Yeah, it was, like, 2 months ago.
Can we get him on the show? What's this dude's name?
Call in. Call into the
Call
show.
in. Are you from Tanzania? Did you just suffer a knife blade?
It doesn't s You may be
I really
entitled
wanna
to
hear your story.
compensation.
You That's exactly where I was going with that.
It doesn't say his
We should put him
name.
in we should put him in touch with a lawyer.
Yeah. He may be entitled to
Jeez, man.
mesothelioma.
You may be entitled to compensation.
It's mesothelioma, right?
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
always
Hey,
that.
hey, hey, what tabs do you have open?
Don't worry about it.
NIH.
What? That's what this one is. It's an
That was from
asymptomatic retention of a knife blade.
Don't try and talk smart to me, NIH.
Isn't
You
that
got
crazy?
That's wild.
Dude. Yeah.
That
So
is
there.
wild.
There you go.
Uh,
Nothing about penises or Hitler. Just a knife
just
blade.
just a knife. Buddy,
All right.
that is some wild stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the news,
That's the
and a
news
lot of
for the day.
and a whole lot of
And
nonsense.
a whole lot of nonsense. Brought to you by You could be our first sponsor. Right now, we
Yes.
will double your winnings.
Could be our first sponsor. Hey, we should what, type of organizations
the?
would you like to partner with? I'm
Ooh,
thinking
definitely DL Yingling of Pennsylvania.
no, like, types of products, like, 'cause that's, like, out here, like, Yingling out here, right? But, like, as far as, like, a product goes,
Anything that'll pay. Anything
I'm
that'll pay.
thinking yeah. I like coffee,
Mm-hmm.
I like bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
what else?
You like candy.
No, I don't like candy. I mean, if there's a candy company out there that,
You
wants
like
to
Josh
sponsor a
Allen,
bunch that wants to s no, I
the
don't.
Bills,
No.
Buffalo
Uh,
Bills. Please sponsor the show.
if you wanna pay me. No, but, like, let's see, um, coffee, bourbon, like, if you're a coffee company or a bourbon company,
Yes.
let's chat.
Let's chat.
Eric, what do you like?
Have your people contact our people.
And by our people, I mean, me. Eric, what are you into?
Oh,
What are you,
I like Taylor guitars.
Taylor guitars? Realistically, what are you into?
That
Types
is
of products.
guitars.
What do you like?
Guitars.
Food? How about supplements? I see a lot of people getting sponsored by supplements.
Yeah, sponsor me for that. I'll take whatever.
Eric needs his greens. So do I.
I like cigars.
Eric likes cigars. What else? What else? Taylor guitars.
That's it, man. I'm
That's it.
boring. Boston Red Sox.
Go Red Sox.
John
Pretty boring
Henry,
too.
if you're listening, please sponsor us.
Huh? Who's that?
That's the owner of the Red Sox.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You
I
should
don't know.
edit that out because I'll get sued.
Why?
I don't want anything to do with your stupid show. That's what he's going to say.
Oh, really? Is he a bad dude?
I don't know. Nah, he seems cool.
He's a bad dude.
Hey,
Come on.
sense Next trivia question. Ready? Here we
Next
go.
trivia question. Oh boy.
Since 2000, who is the winningest baseball team in the MLB since 2000?
I'm gonna guess based on context clues that it's probably the Red Sox. Even though the
Ding,
Dodgers
ding,
have
ding.
have all but ran away with everything over the
Dodgers
last.
have had 3 now. The Red Sox have had 4.
It can't just be money though,
It
right?
is money. Yeah, it
Is
can
it
be.
though?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
who did the Dodgers play? They played the Blue Jays in this most recent World
Yeah,
Series,
I
right?
mean, the Blue Jays were, like, 5th in salary. They put up a good fight.
Oh,
I mean,
really? Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I have not followed the baseball as much as I
This
have
is the most confused game that you are knowing.
in years past. But
Um, yeah,
yeah.
so usually there's a what I call a one-hit wonder,
Mm,
that
what you call?
doesn't have all the money but makes it very far,
Yeah, yeah.
but they haven't won it.
Mm,
They've been a
mm.
good story, and I've
Which one
always
is that? Oh, just like whoever's playing the Dodgers that year. Look,
the Blue Jays, I mean, the Blue Jays,
they're
I would
fifth. Like that's still
they
a
spent
decent
a
amount
lot
of
of money, but
cash.
still
Yeah, yeah,
5th and, like, the Dodgers, that's a big gap,
yeah.
right?
Like you're a Cy Young
Um,
winner. You're a Cy
yeah.
Young winner. You're a freak athlete.
MVP.
Yeah, yeah.
And look, the Dodgers had them. They had them on the ropes. They had them 3-2, and they didn't execute. So, uh, listen, props to the Dodgers this year. That
Yeah.
was that was
You
good.
still got to go out there and play the game,
They
right?
do, and
Yeah,
and you know
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
The Dodgers had them. No, the Blue Jays had the Dodgers 2 games to nothing
Right. Probably should have won.
and 3 games to 2, and game 6 and 7 was in Toronto.
That is tough.
So they blew it. I mean, you can't. Hats off to the Dodgers. Hats off. Hats
Yeah,
off.
I know what you're saying. Hey, who is your football team? I forget. Do you like
This
football?
game of the football
Yeah, do you
in
like
the
football?
NFL, I don't have
Yeah.
one.
You don't have an NFL team?
Nope.
Oh,
I
huh.
disowned I disowned my previous team, the Washington
Who?
Redskins.
Ooh, no
I
more
disowned
Commanders,
them.
huh?
No,
No,
nope. So
not doing that.
I follow it.
Who do you follow?
I
Who do you follow?
manage all of them. I manage all of 'em. I follow them all. Yeah. But I manage a fantasy football team.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
I know what
I
you're
root
saying.
for them. I root for those guys.
I know what you're saying.
But, like,
You
I'll follow the scores. I'll have it on.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'll tell you, I don't like the Cowboys. You can always root against the Cowboys.
Mm, that's a pretty
Um,
safe bet.
and
I've got two.
I'll cheer for the Chiefs because everybody hates the Chiefs. So it's like, go Chiefs.
Go
Um,
Chiefs. Go Tay Tay.
I don't care. I have no affection anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Oh, do you think?
And I used to be a diehard Redskins fan. I really did.
Do you think? I don't know. We're gonna get sued. If I ask this question, do you think it's
Edit out at 59 minutes. Look to edit.
maybe I shouldn't ask this question. I
You
want to
can
ask this
ask.
question.
You don't got to keep asking.
Ah, what other? Do you follow anybody in hockey?
What? That's not what you were going to say.
No, it's not.
Hockey? No.
Getting sued. How do you feel about the onslaught of betting sponsors into professional sports?
Ooh. These are my thoughts. These are my thoughts. These are my feelings and my feelings only.
Yes.
Um, I'm
Red
not.
dot. Get down.
I'm not accusing anybody or alleging anything.
Yes.
Online betting is it's a new thing. Betting.
It's not really new. I mean, it's been around for
I have
5 to 10
seen
years.
like a week ago I saw that Americans spend more on sports betting than they do on their mortgage or their credit card debt or anything else.
Hmm.
That's
Like the
important.
totality of it?
Yes.
Okay.
like, per month.
Total betting
Yep,
versus, like, total mortgage?
yep,
Okay,
it's the newest thing, it's where we are right now.
interesting.
People are spending money on it, and they're losing most of it.
I mean, you can do what you want. I mean, if you wanna go out and have a good time, but, spending more than the house is, I think that's a kind of a different animal.
No, like yeah, like, their mortgage payments, per month, their credit card payments per month, they're spending more on
Hmm,
average,
yeah,
um, for sports betting, which is crazy because it's completely out of your control. You have
yeah.
no um I follow Dave Ramsey. I am not a
Mm,
I am not a disciple of Dave Ramsey.
there's a
Um,
difference.
there are some things I disagree with him on, but he gave an episode the other day on sports betting, and he's like it just it's crazy, dude. And every state is kind of different as far as like
Yeah, yeah,
what they
yeah.
allow.
Yeah, you couldn't do
Um,
anything when you were down here, right?
no, here in Pennsylvania, it's like the Wild West. I mean,
Free for all.
I can go on my phone and play no holds blackjack with a live better casino. I can bet on any game I want. I can bet on any prop I want. I can bet whether the Steelers are going to wear black socks or yellow socks or white socks.
Yeah,
You can bet on anything that has no skill or talent or research or nothing. And people are losing millions off of it, and it's just sad.
yeah.
It
I have
is. It's
nothing
sad.
I have
It's
nothing
in a
against the actual, betting itself. I mean, if you wanna go out and have a good time, then
but what do you mean by go out and have a good time?
if you wanna, yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
know what I
mean,
mean by
the
that.
like we can do this from our phones.
No, I know, but if you wanna have a good time, I don't
Yeah.
know, I guess it's just never been like a super big focus for me. I've never, gotten into it. I mean, I know, yeah,
It's like
uh,
fantasy, like a lot of people do fantasy sport, like they'll do fantasy football. It's like
yeah,
that on steroids.
right,
And I'm not sure why it took off when it did.
yeah.
Other than like the legislative, like the Congress and stuff letting it
Kinda
happen.
freed it open it
Um,
up, right?
yeah, they did. And that's because of the tax revenue going back to the
Yeah,
state.
yeah,
Right? So every bet you make through whatever platform is gonna go back to that state that you're in. Um, I I think it's fun. Like I'll go on and bet like $10 for
yeah.
something stupid.
I guess that's what I
But
that's what I was referring
it
to. That's what I was
becomes
referring
yeah,
to.
it's bad because it becomes like alcoholism or drug use or anything else.
Yeah.
It's people can't control it. And I'm not sitting here saying like I'm better than anybody else. I'm just cheaper than everybody else.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. You're like,
um,
"Yeah, I'm not doing that."
yeah. So I mean, I know a lot of people that are like, I would never even entertain that thought.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah,
I know a lot of people. I know some people who have taken it too far and are in
yeah,
trouble.
yeah.
And So yeah, I think it's a very slippery slope. I think people's debts have gotten because there's no limit on
Yeah,
this stuff. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
I
You can
can
bet the house.
literally place a bet for $25,000 right now on a single blackjack. Um, which should never like that's not good. Um, if you want to sit down with your friends and play poker, you want to go to some underground poker ring or whatever.
Yeah,
Um, That's way more complicated than logging into your phone on an app that has your credit card linked to it, and then as soon as you hit bet, you're
it's
locked
over.
in
Yeah,
off a game that nobody can predict.
yeah,
You're not working like it's not labor based. It's not you don't have any skill or talent to that. Like it's
mhm.
completely random.
Or
So
not
yeah,
random.
it is it is crazy and it's really sad. I really think it's a testament to our society right now that we are in so much debt off of gambling. It's an escape, right? It's like
Yeah, yeah,
it's more than just watching football. Um,
Right. Or
I
betting on a
mean,
football game. Like I've got
yeah,
like that. I have no like if you're sitting there with your buddies or you're sitting there and you're like, hey, I want to throw a bet out here, a bet out there, but it does seem like it's gotten a little wild. And I think I think the thing that makes it a little bit more weird for me is like it does seem that those lines between Vegas betting agencies and professional sports, like it seems like they're like when those two entities
yeah,
get a little bit closer, it kind of makes me think through the hey, like what's the legitimacy of what I'm seeing right here, because there's a lot of money to be made or lost, right? And
yeah,
I'm not saying anything is fake. I'm not saying anything is fixed. I'm not saying I don't have anything to suggest that any of that is necessarily going on. But like when you've got guys like Pete Rose that or what did he do? He essentially bet on himself, right?
yeah. And
Is that
but
kind of
think,
what Pete Rose got hammered for? He was like, I'm going to win. I'm going to kick their butt. He didn't
well,
like
he bet on other stuff. Like he bet on other
right.
games,
But he wasn't, like, throwing games, like, he was such, like, a crazy competitor, but he gets kicked
allegedly.
out of yeah, allegedly. He gets kicked out of the league, but now, like, it's it I don't know.
I mean, you cannot watch a single sports game without a ticker on the bottom being
47 ads.
"Hey, this is DraftKings. Scan this code
Yeah,
now. The next score is a plus 200 bet, and we'll
yeah,
give you $10 to do it. Your first bet's free, right? Like
and no
you
one
can't even
sees
you can't even watch like you can be not interested in gambling at all, right? And you're just like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch this game, and like there's this stuff scrolling along the bottom that makes it so easy that you just scan a code to place a
no
bet.
one sees a conflict of interest in
Yeah,
that.
it is so
No
crazy.
one, like, zooms out and goes, "Huh, this seems a little weird. There's a game going on over here, and then there's a betting thing going on over here. What's to stop, this, one or two dudes. I'm not saying the entire, like, however many dudes are on the field at
It
that
doesn't take
particular point.
much. It doesn't take
Like,
much.
one ref makes one call a certain way, and, that's certain, like,
And
you
how
could
is Vegas so good? Like at
Mhm.
setting the lines, right? Like they'll have the Bills, they'll have the Bills -7, right?
Yeah,
And they'll
yeah,
they'll hit at like -6, or they'll hit it like -8. Like it is so close every time.
yeah, yeah.
Um, it's crazy.
Hey, man.
I'm not super into it, but I will say
Yeah,
this. I don't have a favorite football team. I will not sit there and watch a football game, but I will have
yeah,
on Sundays I will have Red Zone on and
yeah.
the stuff just to figure out what's going on with my fantasy football team,
Nice.
who I
This
paid
is
who I paid $60
Yeah, yeah,
for the
yeah.
whole year,
Right.
right? The whole season.
And it's still fun to
Um,
watch. Like, I'm not taking that
yeah,
away from anything, but it's
it's completely. I wouldn't say it's ruined it, but it's added a whole new level of stress where I'm in a fantasy football league and some of the guys don't really care. And then some of them are like, "Oh, I was watching the Texans game and Nico Collins just needed 4 more yards and he didn't get it." I'm like, "You don't even care about that team, right? Like
yes,
20 years
yes.
ago, you would have never heard about Nico Collins." Um, so it has some benefits, but overall it's a very slippery slope, and I think
Bread and circuses.
yes.
Are
Bread
you
and
familiar
circuses,
with,
yeah.
yeah.
I am, but go ahead, tell the
No,
audience.
I think we're gonna put a pin in that one until the next one.
All
Next
right.
time we'll talk
You have
through,
to be
the bread
a
and
platinum
circuses
paying member to get that one.
to hear that rant.
Yeah. Yeah, sports betting is very bad. Kids, don't do it.
Yeah,
Um,
I wouldn't
horse
necessarily say
the
that.
origin
If a sports betting
No, it's
agency wants to
bad.
come be a sponsor, I would take that
You
100%. I do
DraftKings
not.
DraftKings, where are you at?
It doesn't even have to be a prime one. I'll take anyone. No, but yeah.
Horse racing was the original.
Mm,
Like, horse racing was your original betting, um, the original betting league. Like, people would go to these horse arenas or whatever the heck they're called, equestrians. What are they called? Um, and
tracks.
they yes, tracks, and they bet on the horses,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And now we're betting on wide receivers and tight ends, like,
I
and kickers. It's freaking crazy, dude. Like,
I know what you're saying.
but whatever. However we
Yeah,
can
buddy.
entertain ourselves.
Yeah.
However we
Yeah,
can entertain ourselves.
it stays entertainment. I have
Yeah.
no objections. I worry about people who throw their entire
They
mortgage
throw a
into it.
lot. They throw a
Yeah.
lot away,
I
man.
get
A
worried.
lot.
Don't do that, kids.
Don't do it.
Keep it at just having fun with your buddies.
There's no limit. You can go on these sites and you can bet whatever the heck you want, and they'll take your
I know what
credit
you're
card.
saying. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. We're at an hour. So
That was fun.
hopefully enjoyed your drive home and
I'm
until
home.
the going through a dead zone.
Yeah.
We'll put a sign off here. I
Slap the
forget.
table, make a decision.
I don't know what the sign off is yet, but
We're
I'll
gonna
probably throw it
we're
here.
gonna slap the table and say goodnight.
All right. Love you, buddy. I'll see
Peace out.
ya.